Before we begin, happy Veterans Day to all those who risked their lives for the sake of our freedoms and for our country. I'm MegamanNG, and if you're wondering why this update's early, let's just say I need to get it out of the way. This is my mid-month update for November 11th, 2020. Let's start off with these shout-outs and sponsors. There are no donation shout-outs, unfortunately, because we didn't get any this month. But that's okay. Anytime someone does deliver on it, it'll come in the update. However, there will be a shout of a different sort come the end because we got ourselves a new Diamond tier patron. And that alone has already impressed me enough. And for that, I'm thankful. But I will be giving out the channel member shoutouts. And there are a lot. You have Kafer Stevenson, Red Claw, Kitsune Party, Tomboy Player 1993, Big Cammy 007, and Javier Munoz. And if you want a shout out of your own of the channel member, all you have to do is, well, click that join button. Helps out a lot. And also, this video is brought to you by the people at Japan Code Supply. You want to save money when you order online, especially when you want to order games from Japan. You go to the website, use the code word MegaNG to save $3 off orders over $50. And remember, it's always very important to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I cannot say this enough with certainty because, well, YouTube just wants to make it harder for a lot of us. And you know what? I say let it be harder, because it's only going to motivate me to keep going. But anyway, if you want to know what has been done this far in the month of November, there really hasn't been much. We've already completed the Crown Tundra, and the only thing that remains is pretty much capturing every legendary Pokemon. But that proves to be meaningless, because you can pretty much transfer every single legendary Pokemon that you've gotten in the previous generations all the way to Sword and Shield. And yes, you can have every legendary Pokemon. Not every, but I will provide a list of what you can bring over. And if it's that includes Pokemon like Victini, that would be nice. Though I wish they could have had a complete dex, but hey, Nintendo's the one that has the last call, so what can you do? And we also got back into Persona 5 Royal, and I've been devoting a lot more of my time into that because honestly, I really need to get that game finished. And I'm going to be devoting much of my time as possible to complete it. I need to at least get one rendered for tomorrow, so that way tomorrow I can actually do the boss fight for Okumura Palace. And that one's going to be a doozy and a half. You got to wonder how tough that'll be, right? Sorry. Had to get some water. So, yeah, I will talk about that a bit. But yeah, once the new laptop arrives, then work will resume as scheduled. The only difference is that I will be explaining in a bit, but yeah, once I get the new laptop, we're back in business. Also, the community poll has come to an end. And if you see the votes right here, you guys have made your decision. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is the victor. Therefore, on November 20th, my playthrough of Age of Calamity will begin. And I will most likely buy the game digitally because why not? Plus, it's easier for me so I can actually get started working on it at midnight when it does get officially released. Or 12 p.m. depending. So whatever the case, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of it. And no, I'm not doing the demo. I want to experience it for the first time for myself and see how far I will fare. There will be a few extra videos, but as far as Pokemon Sword is concerned, the Crown Tundra is pretty much done. I could go back to it if I want to, but truth be told, I'm a bit burned out. There are a few extra videos I will cover, one of them being that I have to show off a Gigantamax Melmetal. But here's the thing, you need to be at level 40 in Pokemon Go, and that means you have to actually be capturing and getting all that Pokemon. This means I'm going to have to find a way to transfer Pokemon to Let's Go Eevee and then back again. Which is ridiculous, which means I wish they could just change the option so that people up to level 20 could at least do that. Not 40, and I find that rather ridiculous. I haven't even played Pokemon Go in a long time. And the other one is a mystery gift involving Zarude. Yes, Cerebi.net has announced that several countries in Europe, GameStop, are going to have an event for Zarude. Meaning that once it comes in America and I get myself a code, then you guys are going to see it. And you guys are going to see me see it and how it does. As far as the laptop update is concerned, I have what I need. My mom's going to help provide the difference and we'll most likely get it around Black Friday. I will officially be making my return, but however, because the new laptop is going to have USB 3.0 ports, I'm going to have to upgrade. And this means I'm going to be pretty soon retiring my old Elgato Game Capture HD for an HD60S. I will also check to make sure that all compatibility tests are present. And once that happens, then I'll also have to do like a compatibility check with a new laptop. Because once everything's all settled, then we're set. And we'll be back and better than ever. And this will also mean I will probably mostly do like streaming and whatnot, just to hopefully get you guys into it. I also am going to be providing my thoughts on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, since they're pretty much coming out this month. And here's the thing. I'm hopeful for the next generation of gaming, but as far as things go, I'm not going to jump in yet. My priorities are already set in motion, but I'm taking things one step at a time. I'm happy at least with the PS4 and the Switch, and yes, the PS4 is going to last a little bit longer. I still have my PS4 Pro and it's not going anywhere. Now, I only wish that Sony could at least add an option that you could pretty much transfer save files from PS4 to PS5. If they had that, that would have made it a lot easier, and it would have given me a reason to waste $500 to get a new console. But if I end up getting a PS5, I hope it comes in black, because black pretty much suits me. It is my favorite color next to blue. I really unfortunately can't say the same for Kotaku's reviewers being utter idiots. And that's going to be talked about in the real talk. Speaking of which, I have plans for 2021. 2020 has been without a doubt a complete crapshoot. I'm not kidding. Hence why next year is going to devote to a lot of new things. They also will include Patreon-sponsored playthroughs as well. This also means I'm finally going to be going back to the backlog that I've held back for too long and started to get through it. Like Octopath Traveler and Dragon Quest XI-S. I really need to go back into those and get them done. Considering that with Octopath Traveler there is a sequel that will most likely come to Switch, I need to get that game finished. I don't care if it does bad in views. I care about getting it done, and that to me is more than enough. Not to mention, I'm going to be devoting my time to a series that really needs a lot more love and appreciation. You know what that is? Fire Emblem. That's right. In December, we'll mark the 30th anniversary of the original Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. The game itself's coming out in December for $6, and it's going to be a limited release. What is Nintendo thinking with that? I'm going to buy it, no doubt about it. But I also got to see if I can get the $50 one. But otherwise, this is going to remind me of the NES SNEX Classic debacle. But regardless, you guys are most likely going to be looking forward to what's to come next year. And yeah, I'm also going to have a video devoted to my experience with Fire Emblem. And it's an interesting one. Plus, I'm also showing off my collection of all the Fire Emblem games. I'm missing a few, but I'm thankful that I at least have 2 games that are massively rare. I don't care if the rest of them I end up getting are reproductions. As long as I have them, that's more than enough for me. And now my real talk is on Kotaku. You guys know recently that people are talking about articles relating to reviews of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. More so the PS5, especially from, you guessed it, Kotaku. And when I read the article, I'm like, are you serious? Do you really have to include random stuff like politics in a review like this? That's not how a review works. But are you really this surprised that it's from Kotaku? No doubt. Sheesh. This is a reason that when I review stuff like video games and everything, I don't involve politics of any sort. I just explain what the game's about and explain everything. And most recently, I reviewed Marvel's Avengers. Did you know that Marvel's Avengers suffered a massive failure? For Square Enix, they lost $63 million. And it's coupled with the fact that they've already had enough failures as it is. Let's break it down, shall we? You had Deus Ex Mankind Divided, a game that had been sabotaged just so they can prepare a sequel, and because of that sabotage, there won't be a sequel to it, since the game's just pretty much sequel bait. There's also 2018's The Quiet Man, a game that was so bad it was already on the top, like the number 1 on top 10 worst lists of that year. Then comes 2019 with Left Alive, a game so bad that it actually made Square Enix made streaming prohibited, like streaming blocked worldwide, because the company didn't want to show how bad it is. They have reversed it later, but the damage was done. And I've seen videos of it. It is that bad. How do you screw that up so much? Even bringing in legendary talent with Yoji Shinkawa. Ugh. But now back to the topic at hand with the PlayStation 5. After reading that article, I felt like I wanted to sling some dung at that author. But I decided against it because it just wasn't a good idea. To be fair, I mean, come on. This is Kotaku. Are you really that surprised? If only Sony sent me a PlayStation 5, I would review it with the most honest certainty. But they didn't. I'm not a big enough influencer. I'm just like everybody else who has to waste their money. Although DSP has to wait a little longer to get his PS5, and that made me laugh out loud. But point being, don't trust Kotaku. These guys are a bunch of clowns, and it makes you wonder why the heck they're still around when they should have their website be shut down. I'm not one to judge, but still. Ugh. So yeah, that's going to be it for this channel update. It's a bit late, but I need to also get to work on rendering Persona 5 Royal, which is part 2 of Okumura Palace. And then I gotta render part 3, and you're gonna be looking forward to that. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. It means a lot to me. Truly, it does. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. And also, shoutouts to our newest patron, a diamond tier named TMNT. Thanks to that, he is allowed to request any game of his choosing, provided I can be able to buy it and get it done. I promise you, you have my word, I will get it done. All right? Peace out.